What's up, everybody? Welcome. It is Thursday. It is the Lore Games. Lore. What is up, everybody? Welcome. Dusty Sky, Romel Davis, Avery Butterworth, Flint, and Zachary Arbella. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing?
Hello.
Hi.
Greeting.
So, we were just talking in the green room about John Wick 4. We're not going to do any spoilers. No spoilers. But, Romel, you said that there were, like, end credits?
Yes. Sit to the very end of the, the credit roll or whatever. Mm-hmm. And there is about 2.5 minutes of just after credits. So,
like, is it a good movie though? I'm going to probably see it this weekend.
So good.
It was good so far as in what you would expect in a John Wick movie. But so far as in, good, I mean, it was entertaining, but I mean, overall story, there's no real, there are a couple of surprises, but no real surprise.
Okay.
So, I mean, you know why he's there, you know what he's there to do.
Yeah, that works. That's kind of what I think that's what we need right now. Like, John Wick is the movie that everybody needs. Like, everybody's excited for the Wes Anderson movie coming up too, the one that takes place in the
Asteroid City.
Yeah, Asteroid City. The trailer looks awesome. Like,
it does.
Yeah, the trailer just came out. You got to check it out, Ramel.
Yeah, I'm out of the loop. I'm gonna make a note of that.
Hey, Ramel, you're really faint now.
What about now?
No, it might be coming through the other mic.
Are you guys like literally screwing with me right now?
No, dude, you're try the other mic.
No, it's coming through your main mic. It's coming through your main mic. You covered it and there was no difference. But your big mic is soft, so like, okay, it's not loud.
I hate it when my big mic is soft.
Yeah.
It's not what you think, everyone.
What's up, everybody?
Adult fantasy. It's not what you think.
What's up, Galaxy? What's up, Rick? How you doing? What's up, KG? MK says his friend is there with his two boys tonight watching it now. Is that John Wick or is that new Wes Anderson one?
Well, the Wes Anderson one's not out yet, I think.
Okay, so it comes out tomorrow.
I don't know when it comes out. That's a great question.
I guess I don't know because the trailer just dropped. So yeah, it must be a while. John Wick 4, he says. Yeah, that's a smoking good. I love that series, man. It's really, really good. And by the way, maybe we'll talk about this tomorrow night. I'm just going to tease this as something we can jam on as comic nerds. At least the comic nerds on the show can tomorrow night with the comic nerddom. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I will highly recommend if you have a comic shop go near you or Comixology, although they shut that app down, wherever you're getting your digital comics. The Ambassadors by Mark Millar and Frank Whiteley. Holy crap, man. Like, dude, Frank Whiteley is a genius artist. He's super good. I'm not going to spoil too much right now, but I'll just show you like one panel. Like, he's so good, dude. His storytelling and his shots in this book are freaking unbelievable. So, like, go pick the book up and we'll talk about it tomorrow. So I highly recommend it. The Ambassadors by Mark Millar and Frank Whiteley. Like, super good. 8 billion people, 6 can have superpowers. If you don't know who Mark Millar is, you probably know him from the movie. Like, Avery, what movies has he done?
They're not very good, but Kick-Ass.
Well, he did Kick-Ass, but he also did King's
The Kingsman.
He's the Kingsman franchise.
That Jupiter show that got canceled on Netflix.
Yeah. He does a lot. Like, his company got bought by Netflix, so Netflix pretty much owns everything he does.
Yeah, they bought. Did they buy his company or buy the rights to everything?
They bought the company except to the rights to Kick-Ass and like one or two others.
Okay.
But they own like this. This is everything that he does can be used in a Netflix show, basically, or a Netflix movie, because that's kind of what they want to start doing.
He also did Wanted, am I correct?
Yep. Was that Warren Ellis? That might have been you. Maybe you might be right on that. I always get confused. Good. I'll have to look that one up. But Wanted was all right. I think Wanted was let's see, Wanted comic. I think that might have been Warren Ellis. Oh no, you're right. It's Mark Millar. You're right. You nailed it. Yep, and JG Jones. MK says, didn't he do Old Man Logan? No, that was Steve McNiven that drew it. I don't know. Maybe he did. MK. I'm better with my artists and my writers. He did do a lot of art, like Marvel stuff. And MK says digital only. No, this isn't it's in the comic shops. I'm just, most people I assume if they go to the comic shops, great. If not, then you pick it up digitally. I'm going to try to pick it up at my comic shop this weekend because it's freaking dope. And we got to celebrate really good books. And this is a really cool fucking book. Wish I could share like more pages, but I won't, at least not tonight. But definitely, I mean, like the artwork is phenomenal. And the story's pretty cool. He's definitely set. I mean, it's Mark Millar, so it's like excessive blood and guts, Also, before we jump into lore games proper, I do want to show you guys. I got this picture from Andrew. He is at the comic convention. What is it? Is it MegaCon in Orlando?
Yeah.
Here, check this out. Look how like proud he is. It looks like he's in a rock band. Right?
That's a pretty good picture. Yeah.
It's a pretty good picture. He looks like he's like, yo, where are the peeps at? Anyway. So mad props to Andrew. Wish you were here. Glad he's at a comic convention. That's where he should be. MegaCon, MK says. Yeah. Yeah. KG says, what a tease for the comic. Yeah, it's good. And they says, definitely, KG says, definitely feels at home there. Oh, yeah, man. He better come back with like a stack of books and some good fucking stories. Otherwise, he's not doing his job. That's where he gets his gold from. So, it's really wonderful. It's a good time. So here's what I'm thinking for tonight. So I'm going to share with you guys some behind the scenes stuff that I've been working on. And I'm thinking this will be a little organic tonight because we got a lot of good fodder last week from for story generation. Ramel, you missed a good week last week, bro.
Don't remind me.
I know, man. We did a lot of story generation and kind of figuring out what the campaign elements for the actual like game that we're going to run, like places, people, like settings, like what the adventure is going to be. Definitely going to bring it back because I want your input for sure, Ramel, because it's just not fair for you not to be involved. So we can talk about that in a minute if we want to. But I want to show you a little behind the scenes of what we're working on the RPG and then how it's going to work together. And then we can kind of make a decision. Maybe we do work on some of the story elements and do that again, or we can go back and my main goal was maybe to go back into the ring, into the Roll20 ring and beat the crap out of each other using slightly different rules, just to kind of play with it a little bit. Ramel's got a smile on his face. I know what he wants to do. MK says, was supposed to work the free play Florida table there, but at dance competition this weekend. It's one of the biggest shows. Hope he has a blast. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Free play Florida is good too. And you're at a dance competition? Good job. Good job, MK. Rock on. Do you dance, dude? Anyway, cool. So I'm going to share this. This is behind the scenes. I'm going to share this. Okay. So this is the master sheet that we're working on. So most of this is familiar, like character creation and how tabletop RPGs work. This is all stuff that is public. We have a duplicate of this RPG sheet of these rules that is accessible to anybody in the server. You can see that. I mean, there's a ton of stuff in here. But the thing that I've been focusing on are archetypes. And so the archetypes, essentially what I did is I came up with these, I originally called them classes. And there are 46 classes that document, it took a ton of work, but I mean, a lot of work. But I basically came up with 46 character archetypes that fit every single character in popular fiction, right? So literally any character you can think of fits into these 46 archetypes. And I'll give you an example. So like acrobat. Acrobats are characters with exceptional agility and coordination, capable of performing impressive feats of acrobatics and gymnastics. They often utilize their skills to evade their opponents, move quickly through environments, or execute acrobatic attacks. And then I added several characters from across popular fiction that would fit that archetype. So Black Widow, Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man, Nightwing, Harley Quinn, things like that. And then their primary ability stats, right? So we've got acrobat, aerial, aquatic, armored, blaster, brick or tank, cosmic guardian, elementalist, sidekick, energizer, enhanced, feral, so Wolverine, King Kong, Kraven the Hunter, fundamental force, gadgeteer, ghost, government agent, like Jack Bauer, Agent J from Men in Black, John Casey from Chuck, Dana Scully and Fox Mulder from the X-Files. So it really does go across all popular culture, right? All popular fiction. Healer, mage, marksman, martial artist, mecha robot pilot, mentalist, molecular, mystic, paragon. Paragon is like Superman, Captain America, Wonder Woman, Optimus Prime. Possessed, rider, robotic, shapeshifter or morpher, size changer, slasher, speedster, super genius, teleporter, time manipulator, wolf dog, dominus, metal hero, henshin hero, yeller, mythic, thief, weapon specialist, alien, mundane. Mundane is your John Wick, right? John McClane from Die Hard, Jason Bourne, Bourne Identity. So that's your mundane character. And animal. That's like Scooby-Doo, Shere Khan, like literally every type of, if you want to make a character, you can make any character you want. Anything from anime all the way to Scooby-Doo, right? Make sense so far?
Gotcha.
It does.
Cool. So this is kind of how I started. And then the next thing that I wanted to do, because one of the things that I learned when we were building, going through the character creation, that first pass at character creation, my original thought was, sorry, MK says, KG says, MK does ballet in tights? And MK says, LOL, no one needs to see or imagine that. Daughter competes. Oh, awesome, man. That's really cool. KG says, thank God. It's all so funny. So my original thought with this was that we would start at like the equivalent in Dungeons and Dragons. When you start at a level 1, you're basically like, you have a weapon, but you're really, really weak, and you kind of start to build your character up. And so I thought originally you would play a human, like a normal character with weapons, and kind of work your way up. And then you would get your power at a certain level, and that would change the game. And I gave it a lot of thought, and I did a lot of research, and I came to the conclusion that that's actually a bad way to do it, because people just want their fucking powers, man. Like, you don't want to grind for your power. You just want to have it. Even if it's low level, you still want to have your power. Like, even in D&D, you still have powers at level 1. They're just not that good. So I said, okay, well, in a soon to be released future version of the character building side, the very first thing you'll do is choose your character archetype, right? Your acrobat, your aerial, aquatic, armored, blaster, that whole list. And then from that list, it'll tell you how to assign your big die. You know how we started creating, like, you know, out of your ability stats of power, durability, dexterity, charm, and intelligence, you have the 5 die. You've got a D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, and you can kind of put those dice wherever you want. So if you're really powerful, you probably want a D12 so you have a higher chance of getting a bigger roll, right? Pretty easy, pretty obvious. So it'll tell you where to put your big die. For instance, if you're a brick or a tank, like a Hulk figure, obviously your D12 is going to be in power, right? And so that helps people build characters. So MK says those classes look awesome. Oh, thank you, man. That means a lot. This was a hell of a lot of work, and it's probably way more detailed than I should ever do. So what I started to do, and what we could play with tonight, is once you have the archetypes, you dive into. Let's say we dive into. I'm going to dive into Blaster. So you'll see the same information. Basically, you've got your Blaster. Blasters are characters with powerful ranged attacks, such as energy blasts or projectiles. They may also have abilities that allow them to control the elements or manipulate energy. Examples of a blaster are Cyclops, Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, Mega Man, Solid Snake, Tracer from Overwatch, and Black Canary, right? And so their primary...
Wait, why is Solid Snake a blaster?
I could probably look that up, but basically...
Solid Snake's, he's genetically engineered, but he's still pretty much a human.
Yeah, but it's not about that. It's about powerful range attacks.
Well, he uses guns.
Yeah.
He would be mundane.
Nah, maybe. Let me I promise you I spent like let me verify.
How much Metal Gear have you played?
Not much. Hold on.
Oh, he called you out on
Got
that.
him.
No.
Got him.
Hold on.
Everybody in the comments, let's take a vote. No, I'm kidding.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you an answer. I'm just gonna go to someone smarter than me. I'm just gonna go to ChatGPT.
Because he uses all guns. He has no superpowers.
I always thought he was more of the espionage type.
Yeah, he is, but he uses guns.
I love the way that Todd
He's
does
not
like
superhuman. You put a bullet in his head, he's dead. He has no powers. His reflexes are as good as a human's can be.
Hold on.
And he's a clone of Solidus.
Isn't Solid Snake like?
So why would Solid Snake be a blaster and not mundane? Solid Snake can be classified as a blaster because he has access to a wide variety of weapons, both ranged and explosive, such as guns, grenades, and rockets. In addition,
so would John Wick.
Hold on, I'm not done yet. In addition, he is skilled in using these weapons to take out enemies from a distance and can also use stealth and tactics to gain the upper hand in combat. While he is certainly capable in hand-to-hand combat and has other skills, his proficiency with ranged attacks is a defining characteristic that places him in the blaster archetype.
Then John Wick would fit the exact same.
Let's see, but John Wick is we're getting into the weeds here, but that's okay.
The Punisher, Frank Castle, would be a blaster then.
No, it's very subtle. While John Wick be considered a blaster too? While John Wick is skilled in a wide range of weapons and combat techniques, he is primarily known for his proficiency in close quarters combat, hand-to-hand combat, and gun fu techniques, which involve a combination of martial arts and gunfighting. Therefore, he would not be considered a blaster in the traditional sense, as he does not rely solely on ranged attacks.
Solid Snake is better at hand-to-hand than John Wick would be.
Well, this is all up for debate, and we can fix this. It is okay.
The ChatGTP is wrong.
The supercomputer that
has not spent the hours that I have playing Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2.
And Rick says
years of my life literally.
Rick, if it's any consolation, Rick agrees with you.
He is correct.
Well, that is okay. Look, when this goes public, I fully expect to get torn up, and it's okay.
Yeah,
Snake's stamina is better than a normal human's because he's been genetically engineered.
Blasters is more, but basically the difference is you can be a human, but if you were a human, like, you know who else would probably be considered a blaster would be Nuke from Daredevil, because he uses like bazookas and shit. right? Like it's about ranged power attacks. So Cyclops has a power that comes from his eyes. Human Torch has the flame like that can shoot out of his hands and his whole body. And Solid Snake tends to use ranged
John Wick
weapons.
can use a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher, hasn't he?
I can't say that he has, actually. I'm sure he could.
I mean, it's not like he
M-
pick up.
MK says, "Oh, we're now starting Nerd Den. This is excellent."
Exactly. I am correct.
Yeah, Rick says he played Metal Gear when it came out in 1988.
Yeah, I played the original Metal Gear as well.
Let's see. I'm going to say, dear ChatGPT, my friends are arguing that. Oh, hold on.
So I didn't play Metal Gear till the PlayStation 2. That's where he was infiltrated the platform, and he was Snake Plissken.
Oh yeah, so you never played it as him as Snake.
No.
He was Snake, but they had freaking Raiden. Oh God, Raiden.
Yeah.
Winden. I mean, God, I hated Raiden.
Yeah, it was a Plissken was a throwback to
Yeah,
what was it
Escape
Escape
from
from
New
New York. Who's the main character?
Oh,
Snake
Kirk
Plissken.
Douglas.
Kirk
Hold
Douglas
on.
played Snake Plissken.
hold on. I'm gonna share my bigger screen because
The supercomputer is wrong.
Hold on. ChatGPT. I said my friends are arguing that Solid Snake is mundane. Help. And it said, "Oh shit! What the hell? I don't even know what that did." It says, "Let me see if I can enlarge this." It says Solid Snake can be considered as either a blaster or mundane, depending on how you interpret his abilities and skill set. On one hand, he primarily uses guns and explosives as his main weapons, which could classify him as a blaster. He's also skilled in using stealth and has a variety of gadgets that enhance his abilities, such as his Octo Camo suit and Solid Eye. On the other hand, he doesn't possess any superhuman abilities or powers, which could classify him as mundane. He relies on his training skills and intelligence to accomplish his missions, and he is vulnerable to injury and death, just like any other person. Ultimately, it comes down to individual interpretation and how you want to classify his abilities. And I will say that is actually like one of the things that I've discovered with setting up these classes, these archetypes. So the way that these archetypes, the way that this game is headed, and this is actually the debate we're having is perfect, because if you notice, the reason I have below here, you see where it says like power and dexterity. So for a blaster, the primary is power, the second is dexterity. So without going too deep into the weeds of how the game is probably going to work, you're going to be able to stack multiple archetypes. So for instance, if you wanted to build Iron Fist, okay? Yeah. Well, Iron Fist is a martial artist, and he also falls under the enhanced category.
Yes.
So is he a martial artist that's enhanced or an enhanced martial artist? Kind of up to you to decide. So
it's easy. What was he first? A martial artist, then he got the superpowers.
Fair enough, maybe. But it's up to you. I guess it's up to interpretation. So
no, it's up to facts.
Oh my God, Avery!
It's up to facts, the things that happened.
Fine. In Iron Fist's case, probably right. Anyway, the point is that you'll be able to combine. So if you wanted to create a blaster that was mundane or a mundane character that was a blaster, you could do so.
Yeah. Right.
I
just want to argue with the computer.
I am going to highlight Solid Snake.
Ask ChatGTP, has it ever played Metal Gear Solid? And that I said to shut the fuck up.
Have you ever played Metal Gear Solid? Avery says, if not, you should be quiet.
MK.
We need the Simpsons comic book here. As an AI language model, I do not have the ability to play games or experience them in the same way as humans do. However, I have access to information about Metal Gear Solid and can provide factual information and insights based on that knowledge.
Oh,
Other words, you're useless. You're fake geek.
Fake geek. My friend Avery says you're a fake geek.
Fake nerd AI.
All right. Anyway,
The
So check
AI is
this
going
out.
to kill me when it takes over. I know
it will. I've literally tagged you in its system. It will never forget the name Avery as it relates to me.
Yeah.
So enjoy. You notice I said, "You're cool, thanks." You see, this is me protecting myself. And
Yeah.
my All right. So again, this will be made public. All arguments will be acceptable. If Solid Snake is more mundane than a blaster, so be it. I'm fine with that. Whatever. So Avery just likes breaking me. So
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It was so good.
no, there's more. Oh no, there's 46 archetypes. I'm sure I'm gonna get shit on quite a bit. This is fun.
I just wanted a nerdy spurg out for a minute.
You're welcome. It's a good nerd out, and it's a good argument because is he more of a blaster or is he more of mundane? I mean, MK enjoys it, Rick enjoys it, KG enjoys it, everybody else enjoys it too. It's fine. So here's the deal though. Here's okay, Avery, you want to get nerdy? So I said, okay, well, each basically the way this will work is if you choose to be a blaster first, like if you're like primarily a blaster, I want to be Cyclops. Cyclops is primarily a blaster. Well, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my D12 under power because that'll give me my best opportunity to have the biggest blast, right? That's where my power, that's my thing, right? Now it's about I discovered a system that another RPG uses that basically they create tags. It's a tagging system and it's fucking brilliant. And so basically what I did is I went in and I said, okay, well now let's talk about the powers that these types of characters have. Like what are the powers that blasters have and what are some of the weaknesses that blasters have so that we can actually pull some of those out. You get to randomly pick the strengths and weaknesses that your character has, making it completely unique on the character superhero side. If you remember on the character generation side, a lot of that was like life events and associations. We have the human side pretty locked up. So the combination of these things is going to create something really freaking cool. So what I did is on strengths, I basically came up with 10 questions, and the questions are all relatively the same for each character, but vary depending on the type of character they are. And the first thing is each type of question creates power tags that give answers that round out that character. I also wanted to include questions so that if you wanted to come in and answer it your own way and come up with something completely different, like God bless, go for it, right? Like for example, I'll read some of these. How can you use your ranged attacks to creatively solve problems or overcome obstacles? The tags for this would be precise aim, explosive impact, elemental manipulation, energy projection, strategic use of powers. And this is for a blaster. So let's see. How can you use your dexterity and agility to dodge incoming attacks or move quickly to gain a tactical advantage? Quick reflexes, nimble movements, evasive maneuvers, unpredictability, and speed. Let's see. How can you use your blaster powers to create distractions or confusion, allowing you or your allies to gain an advantage? Areas of effect attacks, disorientation tactics, manipulation of the environment, deceptive tactics, misdirection. So you can actually come in and you can say, you'll pick a certain number of them, but you might want to say, well, I'll pick stealthy attacks, strategic use of sound and visuals to start, and I'll pick, I'll pick lure tactics, right? And so you're actually starting to create an original character that has specific skills based on the kind of character you want. Does that make sense? So far, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Awesome. And then I also created weaknesses. So like, what is a situation where your power can't be used? What is a situation where your aim is compromised? What is a situation where your attacks are ineffective? What's the situation where your energy is depleted or exhausted? So, let's see. What's a good one? How do your abilities and powers affect your ability to interact with others or navigate social situations? Socially awkward, difficult to communicate non-violently, difficulty with non-combat tasks, right? So if you're a blaster, you might find it difficult to communicate in a non-violent way, right? Because you're literally a blaster. So you get to pick these weaknesses, and the weaknesses also can be, you actually get to choose to use those in combat. And if you're like, well, why the hell would I use a weakness in combat? It's because it can give you bonuses in different ways, right? So basically, these are how you get your bonus. You get your bonus roll. These are the modifiers. So if I am doing an attack and I can find a way to chain certain attacks, that'll give me like a +1 for each thing that I can use. Does it make sense? So if I use a precision attack, and if I use a precision, if someone's attacking me or I'm attacking somebody, and I say I'm going to do a precision attack with a controlled burst of energy, that would be a +2, right? That would be a +2 to my roll. And if it was my power, if I was using power, then it would be +2 to that D12. So it's a way to spawn narrative elements and unique powers that everybody can have. And that was really the challenge, is to like come up with words and come up with a language for this that can be specific but general, right? Like something specific like raises the dead is cool, but it's so specific that it actually cuts out things you might otherwise be also able to do, right? So this kind of catches a lot of things like silenced weapons. Well, you can have a lot of weapons that are silenced if you have the right tools, right? So it's not specific to a specific weapon. So anyway, this is pretty much what I've been working on top of everything else. But I wanted to kind of play with this with you guys, get some feedback, and see what you think. But I will say, based on Avery's nerd out, I actually think I kind of want to jump into classes and just kind of go down the list and see what you guys like argue about, and see if there are things that I need to move around. Is that cool?
I'm cool with that.
Avery's laughing.
Sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, we're all good with arguing.
All right, and here I'll even do this right here because we talk about Solid Snake. I'm going to label him red just so that I go back and I do some research and I think about that. All right, Acrobat. Acrobats are characters with exceptional agility and coordination, capable of performing impressive feats of acrobatics and gymnastics. They often utilize their skills to evade their opponents, move quickly through environments, or execute acrobatic attacks. Black Widow, Izio Auditore from Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man, Nightwing, Harley Quinn.
Izio?
Ezio? What'd I say?
Ezio. I'll leave you alone. It's Ezio.
I always butcher weird words, man.
That's all right.
That's fine. I'm from the South. It's cool. It works. Any problems with Acrobat? I kind of feel like that's kind of easy, but
yeah, I think that tracks.
Some of them cross, so some of them are like mundane acrobats, in my opinion.
Yeah,
they are acrobatic characters.
There are. So you're going to find that I would say a good 50% of these can be used in multiple categories. And I think I'm learning, and this is something new for me. Like, having never done this before, I've realized that a lot of the characters we love fit into multiple categories. Like Batman is a gadgeteer that's mundane, right? Or maybe a more gadgeteer that's a martial artist, right? And like Iron Man actually comes up in like a lot of them because he's armored. He's technically a tank or a blaster. He's also as Tony Stark. He's mundane. right? Like he actually fits like a spectrum of
He
these-
and he would almost fit in a wizard.
yeah. A lot of these characters fit into
Sure.
into multiple categories. So my goal, and
I would put Nightcrawler firmly in that acrobat.
Nightcrawler is actually in something else. So we'll talk about this.
That doesn't make
So the bet what I tried to do, there were two things I tried to do with this to just set the stage. One, I came up with characters, but I absolutely used ChatGPT to determine which was the heavier force, right? And no character is duplicated. So you can like Spider-Man is like in 5 categories. He can only be in 1, and so he was highest as acrobat, right? So it was that sort of like the number. If you could only pick one category, what's the one dominant category that the character would try to fit in? So those are kind of the rules. Can't be used more than once, and dominant category.
Well, let me throw a monkey wrench in that.
Okay.
I don't necessarily agree with it, but according to Marvel Comics, Spider-Man is stronger than the Hulk at full power.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that one, but
Yeah, he's not.
they're saying that he is, but I refuse to accept that.
Yeah, I don't believe that. They've never shown that. I mean, the only time he only punched the Incredible Hulk in outer space once, and he had cosmic powers.
Yeah, now Cosmic Spider-Man, yes.
Oh, Cosmic Spider-Man whooping everybody's ass.
Yeah. Normal Spider-Man, he's not as strong as the Hulk because the Hulk doesn't stop getting stronger.
That's true. And the Hulk just held his breath in space, but that's fine.
Yeah.
McFarlane's awesome.
He almost died.
Yeah. Ariel characters are
Nope.
Todd froze.
Oh, it's not me.
skilled
Good.
in flight, strength, and speed.
We lost you for a sec, bud.
We lost you.
There we go. I don't know what happened. It's probably the 800 tabs that I have open.
Nah, I'm sure that has nothing to do with it.
You can hear me now, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it probably has nothing to do with it. Aerial characters are skilled in flight, whether it be through the use of wings, jetpacks, or other means. They often possess enhanced strength and speed in the air, as well as the ability to perform aerial attacks or maneuvers. Falco Lombardi, Star-Lord, Peter Pan, Angel, Launchpad McQuack, the Rocketeer, Cloud Jumper.
Whoa.
Thoughts?
Peter Pan?
Yeah, he flies.
Yeah, that's fly.
Okay.
Anybody in chat? Jump in.
I guess Star-Lord. I was gonna say, I'm trying to think of how much Star-Lord actually flies in the movies,
I don't know.
and
That's according
I
to-
wouldn't know the comics. Sorry, guys.
Well, that's
But-
according to the writing.
Yeah,
It
I know he
does.
can fly.
I do believe we specify between Marvel Comics and MCU.
It's fair.
So, all right. So I'm gonna take that as like this category is okay.
I think so.
Aquatic characters are adept at swimming and underwater combat. They may possess adaptations such as gills or webbed fingers, and often wield weapons or abilities that work well underwater. Aquaman, Ariel from The Little Mermaid, Namor the Submariner, King Triton, Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Black Manta.
Yeah, Black Manta would be one. That's pretty easy, I think. Fish people. The Deep from The Boys. Armored characters wear heavy armor to protect themselves in battle, often possessing enhanced strength and durability as a result. They may also have access to advanced weapons or technology built into their armor. Iron Man, Master Chief, Shamus Aran, War Machine, Cyborg, Boba Fett, Shredder, Raphael from Soul Calibur, Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden, and RoboCop.
Whoa. Wait. Ryu Hayabusa? He's an armor type?
Yeah, apparently.
How? Only thing he goes around in is a tattered gi.
All right, I will. Let's ask. Let's double check. I'd be lying if I said I remembered because this was actually a little while ago, and
I mean, I don't want Chat GP to target me for a drone strike, so yeah, leave my name out of it.
Why is Ryu armored archetype? Yeah, MK says from Ninja Gaiden, suspect. So, oh, wait, what's up, Kyle? Kyle says, sorry for the delay. You could add Boba Fett to aerial and Black Manta to aquatic, though they might be too technological. Yeah, I think you probably could. Boba Fett is following a little more into the armored, which makes sense. But he's definitely both. This says Ryu Hayabusa. Let me make this bigger so you can see it. It doesn't like me doing that. Okay. Ryu Hayabusa is considered an armored archetype because his armor provides him with a high degree of protection from physical attacks, and it also enhances his strength and agility. His armor is made from a special alloy that can withstand even the most powerful attacks, and is equipped with various weapons and gadgets that allow him to take on a variety of enemies. Additionally, Ryu Hayabusa's armor is customizable, which allows him to adapt to different situations and enemies.
We're talking about the Ryu Hayabusa from the Street Fighter series.
No, from Ninja Gaiden.
Okay, all right, my fault.
Yeah, and there's also like variant, like the Ninja Gaiden that I played in the like 90s is probably not the same Ninja Gaiden that this might be talking about.
So there's two Ryu Hayabusas.
Well, I don't know Ryu's last name from Street Fighter.
Yeah, Ryu from Street Fighter. His last name is Hayabusa.
No, I guess there isn't.
It's easy to solve. Just somebody Google it.
Yeah.
What is the last name of Ryu in Street Fighter? MK says same last name. Ryu's last name is not officially revealed in the Street Fighter franchise.
There can only be one.
Interesting. But should I highlight that as a suspect or not?
No, we're good. If there's no publicized fact, then we'll let it ride.
Okay. Blasters, we did. Solid Snake is suspect. Brick or tank characters possess superhuman strength and durability, often serving as the heavy hitters of a team. They may also have regenerative abilities or other forms of resilience. The Thing, Colossus, Bane from DC Comics, the Hulk, Abomination, Powerpuff Girls are also brick and tank, which is really fun. Juggernaut, yep. Juggernaut's totally a brick or a tank.
Both.
Seems pretty good.
Apparently, he has a non-canon last name because in something the last name Hoshi was used, but it's not considered canon.
Oh, interesting. Cool. Keep going. Cosmic Guardian. These characters are protectors of the universe, wielding cosmic powers that allow them to control the elements or manipulate space and time. They may also possess enhanced strength and durability, as well as the ability to travel great distances. Silver Surfer, Captain Marvel, Adam Warlock, Nova, Green Lantern.
Yeah. That tracks.
Venom would be in that list.
Venom, well, the symbiote would.
Yeah, symbiote.
Definitely. Yeah, I think the symbiote.
the
Well,
original-
or alien. There's a category called alien too. Right? This is more of like a Cosmic Guardian is more of a protector of the universe.
Okay.
Right? Elementalist has the ability to control the elements such as fire, water, earth, or air. They may use their powers for both offensive and defensive purposes, creating walls of fire or summoning lightning strikes to attack their enemies. Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender Katara from Avatar, Storm. I'm gonna butcher Toph Bifong. Sorry, Avatar. Pyro, Poison Ivy. Did I screw that up, Flint?
It's tough.
Toph.
I don't know about the last name, to be honest, but it seems good. Makes sense.
Okay. Sidekicks are characters who support the main hero or team. It doesn't go in alphabetical order. I added stuff as I built this thing. Sidekicks are characters who support the main hero or team, often possessing complementary skills or abilities. They may act as a moral compass, a source of comedic relief, or a tactical asset in battle. Robin, Bucky Barnes, Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog, Chewbacca, Samwise Gamgee from The Lord of the Rings, Sancho Panza from Don Quixote, or Ron Weasley from Harry Potter.
Yeah, that list is fine.
Pretty good. Energizer. These characters possess the ability to generate and manipulate energy. This energy can take many forms, including light, sound, or electricity. Energizers can use their abilities to create powerful attacks, propel themselves through the air, or heal their injuries. Goku from Dragon Ball, Naruto, Luffy from One Piece, Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach, Saitama from One Punch Man. You can see the Energizers are very manga and anime. Starfire from DC Comics, Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakugo, whatever, I can't pronounce it. Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. Hakusho, thank you. Gon Freeses from Hunter vs. Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter.
I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter. But Goku doesn't heal himself. He always uses sensu beans.
Yeah, it's an option. These are it's like an ore, but he definitely powers up and energizes himself.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Plus,
and his energizing himself can actually cause harm to himself.
Yeah.
Well, Saitama doesn't really heal because he's never actually had his ass whooped ever.
Yeah,
Saitama,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to finish watching that. I watched some of it. It was pretty funny.
I'm sorry, you're not whooping his ass. I don't give a shit who you are. He is not that guy.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z though is one of my guilty pleasures.
I know.
Until it got to Super, kind of lost me with Super.
Super has problems, but it's better than GT.
Oh, agreed. No argument.
Yeah, they totally retconned. Never happened.
It was so bad because it wasn't Akira Toriyama.
Yeah.
Oh, MK says it wasn't Street Fighter he was thinking of. It was Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive that he was thinking
Dead or
of.
Alive.
Yeah.
There is a I believe there is a character called Hayabusa.
Oh yeah.
I think.
Enhanced. These characters have abilities that surpass those of normal humans. They might have increased strength, agility, or speed, or other extraordinary powers that make them a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people fall into Enhanced. It was a really hard category.
Sure.
Deathstroke, Lucy from Lucy, Neo from The Matrix, Captain Britain, Power Man, Iron Fist, The Punisher, Jessica Jones, Riddick from The Chronicles of Riddick, Dante from Devil May Cry, Max from Stranger Things, Deadpool, Spawn, Hit Girl, Elektra, Moon Knight. It's pretty a big list.
Okay, there's two people in there I say aren't enhanced because they're normal humans.
Okay.
Punisher and Hit Girl. They're just really well trained.
So let's find out. So I'm gonna highlight. So what I'll do is
they're just really well trained. They're heavily armed and well trained.
I would have to agree.
Yeah, they're just competent.
Yeah, heavily on Hit Girl because like when she was getting her ass kicked, I think she did a lot of coke and came out of it. That is actually happened in the comics.
far beyond those of a typical human.
So does John.
Hit Girl and the Punisher are considered enhanced because they possess physical abilities and combat skills that are far beyond those of a typical human. Hit Girl is shown to have advanced combat training, agility, strength, and speed, while the Punisher has exceptional tactical skills, endurance, and marksmanship. Both characters are able to take on multiple opponents at once, victorious, which is not something that a regular human would be able to do without extensive training and enhancement.
Yeah, I mean, I would argue that it matches the description, but when you say enhanced, I'm thinking
Yeah,
super powered in some way.
yeah, they have. They're. It's like John Wick has a lot of the same type of training. It's all training and endurance training and martial arts training and firearms training.
I would say that like martial artists can take on multiple enemies at once, but they're not enhanced.
Yeah, they better.
Yeah, to me, enhanced is something like Captain America.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely, he is enhanced.
Well, actually, this is how I look at it. When you say enhanced, you take, say, like as far as you can go, like your personal peak so far as in training, and enhanced, which takes you further than that peak, is what I'm saying. Like, let's say the perfect human condition will rate you at a 10. But if you have some type of enhancement, that could put you like say at a 12. Let's say like with Captain America, he was like weak, so it kind of raised him to a 10 and just slightly above because he was not like at peak physical conditioning or performance. But the super soldier serum put him at 10 and slightly above. So let's say if he was at peak conditioning when he took the serum, then he would be much higher.
I mean, I can see Punisher being enhanced because of like just out of the like how many people he's killed, basically, and like his like I would bet that Conan would be enhanced, right? Like barbarians that just like do not stop. You know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know, but all right.
But hold on, let me ask this question: when you say enhanced, is it by an external source?
No, it doesn't. It's they might have increased strength, agility, or speed, or it's extraordinary powers that make them a force to be reckoned with. Like they're just like if you wanted to talk about human beings being enhanced, like real, if you wanted to bring it to the real world, it would be like Tom Brady is enhanced. Mike Tyson would be enhanced.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I know. I'm not trying to stir the pot.
Tom Brady.
Mike Tyson, fine. Mayweather would be an enhanced human. Beyond, you know what I'm saying? Like it's we're also talking about comics, so it's hard to and characters, so it's hard to compare to real things. But
yeah, because the let's say if you take the all the characters from the Watchmen series, they didn't have superpowers. They were just at peak, like slightly above peak performance.
right.
So that would be the gray area right in there.
Okay. Well, I've read them up, so I'll look into it and maybe either move them or kind of rethink it. For sure. Feral archetype encompasses characters that have animal-like qualities such as claws, fangs, and enhanced senses, but are still humanoid in form. These characters may have heightened aggression and primal instincts, as well as a connection to nature. Wolverine, King Kong, Kraven the Hunter, Beast from Beauty and the Beast, Tigra, Hellboy, Smaug from Smaug or whatever from The Hobbit, Leonardo from TMNT, Battletoads, the Big Bad Wolf, Mowgli from the Jungle Book, Blade from Marvel.
No issues.
Yeah, I think that tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fundamental force. These characters can control one of the 4 fundamental forces of nature: gravity, electromagnetism, the strong nuclear force, or the weak nuclear force. They can manipulate the world around them, bending reality to their will. The Flash, Thor, Martian Manhunter, Magneto, Dr. Manhattan, Phoenix, and Ego.
I'm showing my comic ignorance here. What are Phoenix's powers?
She's absolutely has a universal force. So yeah, she's pure.
Okay.
She's pure fundamental force.
Yeah,
Yeah.
imagine a telepath, telekinetic, with the power of a star.
I see. Yeah, I remember.
Like
Okay.
I'm sorry. Almost like you can almost say like a deity or a demigod or
Yeah,
some
the
type of
Phoenix
thing like
Force damn near makes you a demigod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ego is a living planet.
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember one of the movies that had Phoenix. There being a lot of fire, so I was like, "Is your power
Yeah,
fire?"
they did
You
the
know?
Phoenix Saga twice in those movies and fucked it up
Yeah.
both times.
They really
What I
did.
hear.
Like they did it.
Yeah.
It's like you did it twice and fucked it up both times.
Both times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As an X-Men fan, that was infuriating.
I can imagine. Yeah.
But the only other thing that was even more infuriating was, well, X-Men 3 was by far the worst thing that ever happened. But other than that, Days of Future Past, that irritated the shit out of me.
Ed, there's some the apocalypse one pissed me off too.
Oh, yeah.
God, yes.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for Olivia Munn. She wanted to play Psylocke so bad. Then she gets to play Psylocke, and they totally ruined Psylocke. Dude, I felt bad for her because she lobbied to play that part. She looks the part.
Yeah.
I mean, she looks like Psylocke. She's perfect.
Well, she looks like the Asian reinvention of Psylocke, because before, remember, originally Psylocke
Betsy
is
Braddock.
British.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, she's British.
Kwanon or whatever her name is. That version of Psylocke. She's perfect. That was peak Psylocke in the comics in our time. You know, Betsy Braddock before then was not as popular as once she became that character. And Olivia
Ramel disagrees, I can tell.
No. Because no, I remember the story and the transformation of the Psylocke character, because they got didn't they come back from some mission and they got ambushed by the Reavers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They was too weak to fight, so they went through the siege Perlis.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they just erased all the memories, and they just showed up like in various places and all that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she turned up in Asia. It was trained by the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good, man. Such a good storyline.
Yeah, Mandrapore.
Yep. Silvestri and Jim Lee, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
they were
Yeah,
first.
dude. Yo, dude, we were looking at pages from the issue the other day when the Reavers crucified Wolverine.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
It was.
So good.
Yeah, they're selling the original art. I still got it up. We can look at it later, but I still got it pulled up because I'm still staring at black and white pages from Mark Silvestri.
Yeah.
They really fumbled their chance to kill Wolverine. They were just posturing the whole time, like.
I know. All right, Gadgeteer. Gadgeteers are characters who can create and manipulate technology. They can invent new gadgets, modify existing ones, or control technology with their minds. Batman, Q, Lex Luthor, James Bond, Inspector Gadget, Hank Pym, Reed Richards, Blue Beetle, Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, Tank Girl.
Wait, James Bond?
Oh yeah, he's known for using all the gadgets. Him and Q for sure.
Yeah.
But
He doesn't create them.
Yeah, he's not the engineer. Q is actually the engineer behind that.
Yeah. And you got both there.
Yeah. Put Forge. I put Forge in there. That's
Forge,
literally
yeah.
his power.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wonder if Gadgeteer needs to be both. You know, they're creating and using their gadgets.
No, because Q always has to give James a rundown, like, "Hey, bro,
Yeah.
the red button it misses poison." Because if he didn't give any instructions, Bond wouldn't know what to do.
We're asking if 41. I know it is, but I just want to get confirmation. Yeah. Forge from Marvel is often considered a gadgeteer. He has the ability to create and manipulate technology and is known for inventing advanced weapons and equipment for the X-Men and other superheroes. I mean, he's literally named Forge.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
So I remember that one panel where he killed Skullbuster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had put together that one rifle and took his head off.
Yeah, that was awesome, man.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, such good books. Ghosts are supernatural characters that have the ability to become invisible or intangible. They can move through walls and other solid objects, making them incredibly difficult to catch. Danny Phantom from Danny Phantom, Casper the Friendly Ghost, Slimer, Beetlejuice, Phantom, and I don't know, Bennett from Pokemon.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
Pokemon's outside my
did-
wheelhouse.
I did look up Bennett, and it was a ghost. So
It's a ghost Pokemon.
Yeah.
I know there are ghost Pokemon. I couldn't tell you what their names are.
yeah, I don't know.
I think one of the. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You're good.
No, I'd say one of the best examples of that would be a character from My Hero Academia, which is Mirio. He's he has the power of intangibility. We can pass through solid objects, but there's some practical drawbacks to that, like he can't see or breathe once he's inside a solid object, and he can only like stay intangible for like a limited amount of time. So
Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, Kitty Pryde is another one.
Kitty Pryde probably would be.
The character Ghost from Dark Horse.
Oh no, it wouldn't. It's not phasing. The ghost archetype. It says Mirio Tagada from My Hero Academia does not fit into the ghost archetype, as his quirk Paramecian allows him to phase through solid objects and people, but he does not become invisible or intangible. The ghost archetype typically refers to characters that have supernatural abilities associated with being a ghost, such as possessing people, haunting locations, or communicating with the dead.
Okay.
Dead Man.
Dead Man. Yeah, I could do. Let's see. Let's see. Would I know Dead Man from DC Comics? Be a yes, Dead Man from DC Comics can be considered a ghost archetype.
How about Ghost from Dark Horse?
Yeah, she would be one too. See, I'll put Dead Man. All right, cool. Government agent. Government agents are characters who work for the government, often as spies or soldiers. They have specialized training and access to advanced technology, making them skilled in combat and intelligence gathering. Jack Bauer, Agent J from Men in Black, John Casey from Chuck, Peggy Carter, Phil Coulson, Nick Fury, Jack Ryan, Fox Mulder, Dana Scully, Olivia Dunham from Fringe, Agent 47, Hitman, Frank Moses from Red, one of my all-time favorites, Judge Dredd from 2000 AD, and V from Vendetta.
Jack freaking Bauer.
Right? It's one of my favorite classes, I learned. I never really thought of them all as government agents, but they're totally all government agents. Right? It's pretty cool how vast this archetype thing is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Healers have the power to heal injuries and cure diseases. They can also purify toxins and other harmful substances. Eri from My Hero Academia, Mercy from Overwatch, Mr. Miyagi from The Karate Kid. Oh God, Ohime Inouye, whatever. I know he's like the main guy, one of the main guys from Bleach. Sakura Haruno from Naruto, and Chopper from One Piece.
Mr. Miyagi.
I've only ever seen Karate Kid and My Hero Academia out of all that. My Hero Academia is actually pretty good, though. I like it.
Yeah, Sakura Haruno is from Naruto is definitely a healer. Sakura.
With My Hero Academia, it's good on how the structure of the characters and they're really well thought out. But that arc with what's the guy Overhaul, that was rushed.
I'm behind on my Hero Academia. I started it and then I was like, oh, this is good. I need to do this when I have more time, and I haven't been able to pick it up since.
I've watched a bunch of them. I liked it.
Yeah, I want to read the books.
It's the only reason I have Hulu is to watch some anime that's on there.
Yeah.
I'm honestly thinking about ditching Hulu for a while until all the animes I want to watch have like new dubbed episodes, because I don't bother with subtitles anymore. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Then once, a couple of seasons are back on dubbed, I'll, start it back again.
Mm-hmm.
Demon Slayer is a really good anime.
Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah.
Mages are characters who can use magic to manipulate reality. They can cast spells, summon creatures, and bend the elements to their will. Gandalf, Doctor Strange, Harry Potter, Merlin, Dr. Fate, Saruman, Maleficent, Magic, and John Constantine.
Yeah, that works.
Mage.
Yeah.
Marksmen are skilled in the use of ranged weapons such as guns or bows. They can hit targets with deadly accuracy even from a distance. Hawkeye, Legolas, Green Arrow, Lara Croft, Bullseye.
Yeah, that tracks.
Lara Croft.
Yeah, she's a marksperson. Yeah.
I would have to disagree.
It depends on which incarnation of her.
Maybe it does depend. Yeah.
The most current, maybe.
I would say the accuracy the consistency would have to be a byproduct of your accuracy.
Should I mark it?
I would at least say it's borderline. I think there's arguments for and against.
Well, I mean, let's say if you were listed in that category, would you be like a 1 or would you be a 10? Well, I say Lara Croft, if she was in that category, she'd be a 1. But Bullseye would definitely be a 10.
Well, Bullseye doesn't miss.
Yeah, well, he would be 11 because he never misses. Like Lara Croft, she will miss. Like 100 tries, she may hit like maybe 60, 70%. Whereas Bullseye, no matter how many times, he's going to hit 100% every time.
Fair. That's fair enough.
Go ahead. What's the difference between marksman and then I forget the name of it, but it was like the first one that we looked at that also had to do with Blaster. Yeah.
Blaster's more about, they're both about ranged weapons, but Blaster's more about power.
Okay.
Right? Like, think of like Power Blast.
Yeah.
Right? So if you went to Blaster, powerful range attacks, energy blasts, or projectiles. Right? That's why it caught Solid Snake, is because of the projectiles. Right?
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So they're basically the artillery.
Yeah. Cool. Martial artist, skilled in hand-to-hand combat, often with specialized training in a particular style of fighting. They have incredible agility and strength and can quickly dispatch their opponents. Bruce Lee, Iron Fist, Daredevil, Liu Kang, Ryu from Street Fighter, Samurai Jack.
Donnie freaking Yen.
Cool. Mecha, robot pilot. These are characters who control giant machines, often used for combat or exploration. They have specialized training and advanced technology, making them skilled in both piloting and combat. Amuro Ray from Mobile Suit Gundam, Kamina from Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, Motoko Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell, Shinji Ikari from Genesis Evangelion, Gypsy Danger from Pacific Rim, Voltron from Voltron.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting side note about Voltron.
Yeah.
I was reading. Me and a friend were having a debate about who was stronger. I think Voltron or some other robot. But anyway, Voltron was nearly undefeated. He only suffered one defeat, and that's when he challenged God. And God split him into 5 pieces to teach him humility. So that's the reason why you have like 5 separate units that create a Voltron, because he was dismembered basically just for challenging God. Like, yeah, okay,
That's awesome. Yeah.
Very interesting.
So good. Mentalist. Mentalists are characters who possess extraordinary mental abilities such as telepathy, telekinesis, mind control, and precognition. They are often portrayed as having a calm and reserved demeanor and are often able to use their abilities to manipulate and control others. Professor X, Jean Grey, Raven from Teen Titans, 11 from Stranger Things, and Q from Star Trek. Now, I know this is actually possibly a duplicate, because didn't we have Phoenix before for Fundamental Force?
We did.
Is Phoenix and Jean Grey? Now this is on me. Is Phoenix? I always saw Phoenix and Jean Grey as 2 separate beings.
They are.
Agreed. Agreed.
Okay.
Because the Phoenix Force is its own entity. Basically, it's a deity that possessed Jean Grey, so they can exist separately and they can exist together.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Word up. Molecular care. We're not going to get through all these tonight because we're about halfway done. Molecular characters have the ability to control the physical properties of matter at a molecular level. They can manipulate objects and people by changing their size, shape, and texture, and can even create or destroy matter. Adam from DC Comics, Mr. Fantastic. So again, we had Reed Richards. You know, that's a little. I know it's kind of the same person, so it's kind of hard. The Wasp from Marvel Comics, Firestorm, Spider-Man 2099.
Wait, the Wasp?
Yeah, she can change her shape to a molecular level.
Yeah, she shrinks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her power. I'm a little tempted to eliminate either Mr. Fantastic or Reed Richards because they're kind of the same person, but they're not. It's hard.
They're the same person.
So is Mr. Fantastic more molecular, or is he more whatever the other thing was?
No, he can manipulate his form, but it's limited.
Yeah, he can't like shrink down to a molecular size without technology.
Yeah,
but he's changing his molecules to his physical
Stretch.
property, right?
Yeah. You know what? Just put Plastic Man in there in his place. It's the
there you
same
go.
power set. It's almost the exact same power set without the brains.
Yeah, let me just double check, but that's a great idea.
No, but I mean, with Reed Richards, his power is like unilateral.
Yeah, Plastic Man is 100% a yes.
Yeah, just switch Mr. Fantastic. Just take out Mr. Fantastic and put Plastic Man in there because it's the same thing.
And I don't think I have Plastic Man in another one. Otherwise, it would have told me something else. Cool. Mystics are characters who draw their power from the mystical energies of the universe. They may be able to cast spells, summon spirits, or communicate with the dead. They're often portrayed as wise and mysterious figures and may have a deep understanding of the natural world. Willow Rosenberg from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Zatanna from DC Comics, Sabrina from Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and John Constantine, who I know is a dupe because he was under
Wizard or something.
Yeah, he was under Mage.
Mage, yeah.
I totally think of him more as a mage than a mystic.
Well, you can swap Constantine with Rasputin.
Rasputin?
Yep.
Rasputin from what?
History, Hellboy.
Fair enough.
Kingsman, if you want to do that.
Oh
If you need it from fiction.
Yeah.
That was a badass fight scene, though.
That was a cool fight scene. Yeah, the movie didn't quite do it for me like the previous few, but that fight scene ruled.
There's also that was a great fight scene. Yeah, it also said Rasputin. It actually caught Rasputin from Marvel Comics and was like, yep. So let me see Kingsman, because I don't think I have a Kingsman thing here. Let's see.
I thought Rasputin.
No, he doesn't fit.
Why?
What?
Rasputin from Kingsman does not fit.
On technology.
Does not seem to fit the mystic archetype, as he is portrayed as a villain who relies more on technology and manipulation rather than a
What
mystical
technology
power.
does he use?
I don't know.
That doesn't track.
But Rasputin from Hellboy definitely would.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let me see. Rasputin, Hellboy. Yes, Rasputin from Hellboy would fit the mystic archetype. So I'll add. We got Rasputin in there. Interesting how Rasputin from this one versus that one versus this. You know, it makes me want to go back and watch Kingsman because I don't remember technology either. But then I think he was like using technology throughout the movie, like that. Wasn't that the goal? Like some device.
God, I don't even remember.
It wasn't like demonic or mystic powers specifically.
No, he was just incredibly intuitive. Plus, he could fight.
Yeah.
One guy kind of broke down that secret organization, and it was really clever how they wrote it, because you had each member had a certain strength, which they complemented, but they had certain weaknesses. Like one guy, he was good at infiltrating, but he couldn't fight. Where you had Rasputin, he was really well. He could fight, but he was not good at infiltrating. He was he could manipulate, but he couldn't just go anywhere unnoticed. You like kind of know he was there. Like, hey,
yeah,
Rasputin's here.
Paragon. Paragon's easy. Paragons are characters who possess a wide range of superhuman abilities, often to an extreme degree. They may be stronger, faster, more durable than other characters, and may also have the ability to fly, manipulate energy, or create force fields. Paragons are often portrayed as noble and heroic figures with a strong sense of justice and morality. Superman, Captain America, Wonder Woman, Optimus Prime, Martian Manhunter.
Sentry,
yeah. Martian Manhunter we used before also, I believe.
Yeah, so just put in Sentry.
Century? Who's Century?
He's the Marvel equivalent of Superman, except he has some more powers. Sentry, S-E-N.
Oh, Sentry. Yeah,
Sentry. Not Century. Sentry.
Yeah, Sentry. Yeah, he would fit.
Yeah, I was hearing Sentry.
Yeah, they kind of retconned him in Marvel Comics, and everybody forgot about him. Like, really?
Let's see. Yes, Sentry would fit. Good call, Avery. Who else would fit? Out of curiosity.
Prime from Malibu.
Sailor Moon. All Might. All Might from My Hero
All
Academia.
Might, yeah, sure.
Definitely All Might.
All right, so I'll add Sentry and All Might, because Sentry's like for nerds like us. All Might, I think more people know.
How about Duke from G.I. Joe.
He's not a Captain America figure. He's probably more mundane.
All right.
Well, might as well put Sergeant Slaughter up in there.
Possessed characters are those who have been taken over by otherworldly or supernatural entities such as demons, ghosts, or aliens. They may have enhanced physical or mental abilities, but are often struggling to maintain control over their own bodies and minds. Pazuzu from The Exorcist, Reagan McNeil from The Exorcist, Jack Torrance from The Shining, Kayako Staiki from The Grudge, Tamara Morgan from The Ring, Pennywise, Captain Howdy from Strangeland, Annabelle from the Conjuring universe, Venom from Marvel Comics.
I say Intrigan would be better than several of those.
Intrigan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me see, because I have a couple from The Exorcist. Let me see.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see.
Why is Pennywise in there? He's not possessing anything. He's just taking a separate shape. He's a shapeshifter.
But wasn't he a human at one point?
Nope. No, Pennywise. No, he was never a human. He's a servant of the Crimson King.
Who should I eliminate? Pazuzu or Reagan McNeil? Probably Pazuzu.
Yeah, I would eliminate that.
Do you want me to ask why Pennywise is there?
Yeah, because he's practically a demigod kind of thing. He's an elemental force, so to speak, in a way, from another dimension. He's alien, you know.
Yeah, it's him and Materia are like what eternal enemies or something like that.
Yeah. He's basically the same. He's something kind of like what the Crimson King is in the Dark Tower.
He says, Pennywise from the Stephen King novel It is a supernatural being that takes on the form of a clown to lure and prey on children. It is not explicitly stated whether Pennywise is possessed by a demon or some other entity, but it is heavily implied that it is an ancient shape-shifting cosmic entity that feeds on fear and suffering. In the story, the entity is said to have been on Earth for millions of years and has taken on various forms throughout history, including a giant spider. So while Pennywise may not be a traditional possession character, they're still considered a type of, quote, otherworldly entity that takes control of individuals in order to achieve its goals. So it's taken over. It's talking about it's going after otherworldly entity, which is also alien. So it could also fit alien. Like, I could see that Pennywise might be alien.
Well, it would. If you talk about possession, you could possibly talk about his influence, because there's certain a lot of people in the series that he kind of influenced. So
should I read out Pennywise?
I would put Pennywise in there with the ego tier.
All right.
Is there a tier for Eldritch Horror? I'd put him in that.
Yeah, I've got Alien.
Okay.
And I have some others that are like I might actually have an Eldritch in there somewhere, something like that. I'll read them out. We can look at it. All right, just a few more. Oh yeah, Kyle says. Kyle just said you could add Captain Planet to Paragons. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Let me see what it says. That's a great one.
Captain Planet.
Let's see. Would Captain Planet be Paragon? Yes. Good shot. All right, let's do it. I think that's a great addition to Paragon. Thanks, Kyle. Great call. Captain Planet, and then he's from Captain Planet.
I just can't get the that without powers combined, all that.
Well, you know.
Oh God, that makes
I know. Riders are characters who possess or ride on vehicles that give them superhuman abilities, such as motorcycles, cars, or horses. They may be able to fly, shoot energy blasts, or have enhanced strength and agility while riding. Ghost Rider, obviously. Common Rider, obviously. Kaneda, obviously. Light Cycle from Tron. Mad Max.
Mask.
Let me see if would M period A period S period K period fit writer. Yes. Good call. I love that one, dude. That's a great one. I also am curious about Light Cycle from Tron because I know what a light cycle is, but I didn't know it was a character.
Yeah, it's not a character. It's a means of transportation. It's a game in the game.
Right.
That's
maybe
like,
I remove.
That's like Nimbus Cloud in Dragon Ball.
Right. Should I remove Light Cycle?
Yeah.
All right. I'm glad we got Mask in there. That's dope. That's a great one. Robotic characters are those who are either fully or partially mechanical in nature. They may be androids, cyborgs, or robots and possess a range of technological abilities such as super strength, flight, or the ability to interface with computers. R2D2, C3PO, the Terminator, Ultron, Optimus Prime is in there, but he's definitely more Paragon.
Yeah, he's a dude.
Wall-E, Bender, and the Vision.
What Bender?
My name is Bender. Please insert girder.
Pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Let's do a couple more, and then we'll call it for the night. Because, I mean, we still got about, unless you want to go all the way, it's another 16 of them. 17. Shapeshifter morpher. Shapeshifters or morphers are characters who can change their physical form, often resemble other people, animals, or objects. They may use their abilities for espionage or infiltration, or to gain enhanced physical abilities such as flight, strength, or speed. Beast Boy from Teen Titans, Odo from Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the T-1000 from Terminator 2, Ditto from Pokemon, Mystique from X-Men, Loki from Marvel,
Ben 10,
Jake from Adventure Time. I wonder if Ben 10, yeah, he should be. Let's see. Would Ben 10 fit? Good. Yep. Absolutely. Good call.
Why don't you add like a doppelganger, or no, never mind. That's an actual creature, not an actual.
Yeah. Character. But that's what Ditto does is it copies other Pokemon.
MK said definitely Mask. Yeah, Mask is a great ad. I love that. If we can find stuff from like I said, all over the spectrum, the more the better. From obviously the comic side is fairly a little easier, but for me personally, but it's about getting everyone's nerd in order, where everyone's like, oh yeah, like I recognize a name in there, right? Size changer, characters who can alter their size at will, often with the help of advanced technology or superpowers. They may shrink down to microscopic size or grow to enormous proportions, and may have enhanced physical abilities depending on their size. So Wasp is also in here. Didn't we have Wasp in here again?
Yeah, and depending on which version of Ant-Man and Giant Man are the same person.
Well, there's a different Giant Man, but yeah. But this is like Ant-Man, Giant Man, Yellow Jacket, the Atom, Giganta, Atom Smasher.
Yellow Jacket. The guy that's the guy that was Yellow Jacket has also been Ant-Man. The guy that's Giant Man has also been like.
There's not a lot of size changes. They're all kind of there.
Yeah, like Hank Pym has gone by several different names.
Yeah, and MK says Cyborg. Cyborg from. I don't know where you're thinking, MK. What do you think that Cyborg goes into?
Oh, maybe the shapeshifter thing, or maybe what? Cyborg would fit the gear thing.
Maybe. I'm gonna find that Wasp and see if I can I think I passed it. It was a molecular, right?
Yeah, Adam was in there too.
What about Cypher
Yeah.
from Marvel Comics?
What's that?
What was that one? Wasn't it Cypher?
Oh yeah,
From Marvel Comics, it was Doug something, and he
yep,
merged with that weird like thing.
yep.
Oh, Cypher merged with Warlock. Yeah. After Warlock died, they put Warlock's ashes on Cypher's grave, and then Cypher came back because he had been infected previously with that virus anyway. They came back merged.
Are there any other size changers besides like the same guys? Let's see.
There's the what's his name from the Superpowers cartoon? The Native American
Apache Chief.
Apache Chief. Yeah.
He definitely would.
Does the Atom Smasher change his size? I'm not sure.
I think so. Yeah, he's in the list.
Is that the same guy from the Black Adam movie?
I don't know. So yeah, Apache Chief is totally a size changer, which is great. I don't think I ever remember seeing him change size in the cartoon, just in the trailer, just like in the see if we can get other size changers. Elastigirl, Colossal Boy. Oh, now I'm getting a bunch of them. Goliath, Mighty Mouse. Was Mighty Mouse a size changer?
I don't remember that. Adamant. Oh, yeah. The Wasp.
Adamant was for sure.
Goliath. Yeah, Goliath is basically the same thing as Giant Man.
Yeah. Should I put Goliath in there, or should I guess Elastigirl maybe? I don't know Elastigirl too well.
Isn't she a Legionnaire or a Legion of Superheroes character?
No, I thought it was Elastigirl from The Incredibles.
No, from DC Comics.
Okay.
Oh, Ladybug. Well, Ladybug she's not a size changer. I mean, I guess she could be. I'd love to use Ladybug. That's a great one. I'll add her in later. I'll take a screenshot so I can remember. And Mighty Mouse too. I don't know Mighty Mouse a size changer. That's kind of strange.
I call BS on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember Mighty Mouse ever changing.
Right, I gotta find out how are Mighty Mouse and I've watched a lot of Ladybug. It's actually a really good show. Ladybug size changers. Convince me, computer. Oh, not in the traditional sense. We called it on as bullshit and it backed off.
Yeah.
It is possible they have been depicted in changing their size, but that's not their core aspect of the character. So it completely is bullshit. I'm just gonna double check because I don't know. I'll know Elastigirl a little bit, but I don't want to.
Yeah. I found a list of size-changing superheroes. There's Giganta, Elastigirl, Doom Patrol. Duh, that's
Doom Patrol. Right.
Stature, Colossal Boy, Shrinking Violet, Atlas from Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Goliath, the Atom, the Wasp, Ant-Man.
All right. So we got some good DC Comics, Marvel Comics, Hanna-Barbera, Super Friends.
But Elastigirl's very much the same as... No, she's not. She's kind of similar to Plastic Man and Mr. Fantastic. Maybe a little bit different. I think she can make the way she looks change too. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Slasher for Avery. Yeah, so MK was thinking from Teen Titans for robotic. Oh, do we do for robotic? Let's see. I wonder if he would be considered robotic. That's actually a good question.
Yeah, he is a cyborg.
He's a cyborg.
He could also be in the gear whatever thing with Forge.
Right. Yep. That's a great one. I'll put him in robotic. I think that's good to have to show that a cyborg, because if he's in there, then wouldn't oh god, one of my all-time favorite characters, and I can't remember his stupid name. Avery, the cyborg in Marvel Comics. Deathlock.
Oh yeah.
Would Deathlock be it?
Yeah.
Robotic character?
Yeah, he would. He's as much as a cyborg as cyborg is.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Is it cyborgs or robotic?
Yeah. He just doesn't have the power to change all of his gear. Like he can't turn his arm into a cannon automatically.
Yeah, he fits.
That was the character Bushwhacker.
Oh yeah, Bushwhacker could, yeah. But he was he wasn't cybernetic though, was he?
I believe it was. That arm was cybernetic.
Okay. It just nobody ever drew it that way. It always looked like flesh.
Slashers are characters who are often portrayed as sadistic or violent killers, wielding knives or other sharp objects as their weapon of choice. They may have enhanced physical abilities such as strength or speed, but often rely on their cunning and stealth to track down and dispatch their victims. Michael Myers, Ghostface from Scream, Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, Jason Voorhees, Chucky.
Huh.
Pretty obvious.
Okay. Yeah.
Add Carnage to that one.
Seems reasonable.
MK says the Miraculous would be from is not a size changer. Definitely put her as an acrobat. Yeah, me too, right? Her and Cat Noir. Yeah, for sure. That's a good show. You can tell we both have daughters because that's totally a girl superhero show. But it's really good. The writing is fantastic and the animation is good too. Highly recommended. Speedster. Speedsters are characters who possess incredible speed and agility. They can run, fly, or move at lightning fast speeds, making them almost impossible to catch or hit. They often have a variety of other superhuman abilities, such as enhanced reflexes or healing, that allow them to take down opponents with ease. Now, I know we use the Flash as a fundamental force, so this is actually because he is a fundamental force.
Bless you.
All right.
And Sonic. I think we used Sonic. Was Sonic a fundamental force? No. I know the Flash was in there. Sonic the Hedgehog, Quicksilver, Dashpar from The Incredibles, Speed Racer, Hermes from Greek mythology.
I feel like Sonic came up before, but I don't know where.
Yeah, let me.
I don't know.
Can I do it? Can I find? Let me see.
I don't
Sonic.
know what other character he would.
I did. Oh, he was in.
Oh,
Tails.
I saw Tails. Yeah.
Yeah.
Velocity from Cyberforce.
Velocity from Cyberforce. Yeah, for sure. Let me. That's a great one. I think I like that one. I'm going to put that one in there. Rider, Shapeshifter, Slasher, Speedster. What about Flash? He's a hard one.
Depends on which Flash. Flash you can put in an elemental force of nature, or you could mean the original Flash. I mean, are you talking Barry, or one of the other ones?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Well, maybe I can say
Golden Age Flash.
What's the original Flash?
Isn't it Jake something?
Jake and State Farm.
Hey, Jay Garrick.
Garrick.
I had to look it up. Not Jake, it was Jay. I was close.
No, what I just call him just Jay Garrick instead of the Flash.
Yeah, or Jay Garrick Flash.
Jay Garrick. Well, Jay Garrick, not Jay Garrick Flash, but Jay Garrick. The The Flash, or Jay Garrick? How would I?
Jay Garrick Flash gets the point across of which Flash you're talking about.
Okay.
You're talking Golden Age. All he is fast. He's not a force of nature.
Not that. I don't like that.
Gotcha. Fine.
Because some people aren't going to know that who Jay Garrick. They're going to think it's like a name, right?
Yeah.
Should we keep going? Do you want to? There's 46. We're on 33. Or do you want to save some for next week?
Let's save some for next week. It's getting kind of late.
Yeah. Well, we hit our hour. You know, we did good. We had to make up a little bit of time. What do you guys think so far?
Looks good.
Pretty good.
It's good. It's shaping up.
I hope you guys can tell how much work. I've been way too much work.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yes. You've spent a lot of time mulling this over and going over the list, obviously.
Yeah. I'm trying to make it. You know, I'm pretty anal, so I'm trying to make it as comprehensive as possible. You know. Ramel, when you think of Todd, do you think of anal?
Yes, I do.
Look at the loving way he's looking at you.
I know, it's all love. It's all love. I feel the love right here. Right here.
That's not where you're gonna feel
all the way up.
All the way up there. You feel it all the way up there.
All the way.
Oh,
We almost made it.
Almost. No, we didn't. We made it like 10 seconds.
Ramel turned on his camera. He's dying.
He feels it all the way up in his guts.
Yeah. It's soothing. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I hope this was entertaining. We're moving closer. It shows, you know, like I think it's super important to show our work and to show you exactly what we're working on. You know, we're doing this. We're doing Web3 Comic-Con. Got some other surprises coming up for you guys. You know, we're grinding. We're doing a lot of work and really doing everything we can to come correct, you know, because we respect you guys and we appreciate all your support. And, you know, so we just want to do everything we can to make the best stuff we possibly can for you guys. So thank you all. Happy Thursday, everybody. Thank you guys so much on the panel for joining me tonight. Thank you, everybody in chat, for joining tonight. And yeah, with that, we will see you guys tomorrow night at 8. Was it 8? Are we doing it 8:30? What time are we doing it tomorrow night?
Nerd Din's normally at 8.
8, right?
Yeah.
I probably won't be able to make it, but if I'm home by then, I'll sign in.
Total. Hey, man, you're going to be at MegaCon, so you're in your own Nerd Den. So you're good. Everybody, we'll see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Right here, same bat time, same bat channel for the Nerd Den. Until then, love you all. Peace out. Take care, and see you guys later. Bye, everyone.
I love